Check it out now. Holy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, they say third time's a charm. However, I know one is sitting in jail right now, hoping that his third time of trying to get bail is going to be different than the other two. Now, he tried twice before, and pretty much he got railroaded just like Young Thug. Yes, Young Thug got denied three times. He got denied twice, and I'm talking about Gunna, and this is going to be his third. Now, why are they getting denied? Basically, they're not gonna let Thug out. The reason why is if you let Thug out and you claim he's a Pablo Escobar, El Chapo, this whole situation, you gotta let everybody else out. They don't want to do that. However, right? They also are pointing at some really dangerous acts, and they're putting some things in the air like, because we locked this violent gang up, our lives are being threatened. Yeah, the prosecutors say that their life are being threatened and they got to get more security. And they're also saying that the snitches' lives are being threatened. So, because of that, they're not letting nobody else out. Okay, now, the best chance of somebody getting out, and when I mean they're not nobody out, nobody's getting out. Even the person who's making the clothes that say YSL, you're not getting out. Okay, now, Wanna has a chance of possibly getting out. Okay, and the way he has a chance of getting out is essentially the re-indictment of these guys has helped him a lot. Now it hurt Thug, but it helped him because when they re-indict everybody, if you guys don't know, like sometimes in federal court you'll see a supersede indictment, but in this case you saw them just re-indict everybody, which means they gave everybody the same charges and they added new charges to some. Now Thug picked up some gun charges and some other stuff, that he, like silencers and all that stuff. He picked up charges from the search at his home when he got locked up. But some other people just had the same charges. Like, for example, Gunna just had the same charge. However, here's the thing. When you do the indictment, right, you also got to do this what's called, you got to list out all the quote-unquote overt acts, right? So you have to list things that make you certain, especially when you're dropping a Rico charge, that these guys are all in the same gang, that these guys move together, that they're doing all these things to further the gang. And essentially, they left out Gunna out of one of the things that they included him in before. Now, what is that?
At
On May
Babs
18th,
follow
2018,
me,
they're saying
Instagram.
that Wanna was in a car with Young Thug, and they were riding down the freeway, and there was another car behind them with a bunch of shooters. Just imagine a bunch of hoodlums in the back in another car with AK-47s and 30-round clips, and they were all there just to protect Wanna and, of course, King Slime, okay? So when the cops stopped them, right, obviously they probably wrote a ticket or whatever they had to do. However, in a RICO case, this is being used to say, see, I told you these guys are in a gang. The leaders of the gang, and they're calling the rappers, right, which obviously is Young Thug and Gunna, they're in a car up front, and there's shooters in the back. Also, one of them rapped about it. I think it's Gunna. It might be Gunna or it might be Thug. I actually think it's Gunna, though. Where he says, we ride around, we got shooters with the choppers in the back. Like, nigga, did you just describe the actual situation? So anyway, they use that and the lyrics to basically say, look, these dudes are in the gang, okay? Now, because in this re-indictment, they left out Gunna's name. So they kept Thug's name. They left out Gunna's name out of this not count, but overt Act 75. Essentially, his lawyers are saying, all the other overt acts y'all got him on aren't violent, okay? You know what they got Wanna on? Having a bunch of weed, meth or methamphetamines, and also what do you call it again? Hydrocodone. Basically, all drug charges, right? In sense of, but it's not charges actually. They're just saying these are facts about the case, and they're basically saying that he was having these drugs or about to sell these drugs. Clearly he's not selling drugs, but when you have a certain amount, they say you could sell it, but you're doing it for the benefit of the gang. Now, let's be honest. If somebody only sells drugs for the gang and you don't have no type of information of them doing anything violent for the gang, why wouldn't you be able to let them out of jail, right? Like, why? Anyway, what it's going to really come down to is the judge has to see it their way, but this is what I actually fear. I think the prosecutor is going to bring up the fact that people's lives are getting threatened and they don't know where it's coming from. Also, they're just going to bring up the fact that, hey, fine, he might not be a danger to the community in that sense, but if he gets out of jail, this guy has power and resources to do anything where we can't monitor his phone calls. And you remember they had this whole situation talking about a nurse trying to smuggle in some cocaine for Wanna and a cell phone. They're going to say, now we definitely can't control who he talks to, and that's going to be a big, big problem. So it's going to be who the judge believes more. So far, the judge has only been rocking with the prosecutor. Got to keep it honest with y'all. So we'll see where this goes. Pray for Wanna, because, we need him free that he could be buying these chicken heads, some Birkins, and we need him free that he could be, dropping some good rhymes. Other than that, Doug looked like he gonna be in for the rest of the year, and this is the last chance I would expect for young Gunna Wanna. Getting Kyle Mox, make sure you guys like them, subscribe to Woods Academics.